What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the next video in learning PHP object-oriented programming. My name is QDS Dan and you guys watching my channel Cryowood. In the previous video we have introduced interface and we have created a sort of interface, cryo interface, and we have included 3 methods. So here our class would implemented cryo interface. Alright, so in this video we're gonna create say one class interface, and we're gonna create many class, like say 3 or 4 classes which is gonna implement the class interface. Say we have interface, and our interface is gonna be sports, for example. Keep in mind, if you observe here, I didn't put a sports interface, so PHP want us to put a sports interface. So but you can leave it like that, it's not going to be any harm. So we're going to leave interface sports, and first we're going to put a public, we put a function, we put a sports type, and then we're going to see what's type of sports, what type of activity that the sports implements. And for example, we can do, for example, public function, and we can put a sports method, for example. What method the sports use? Say for example the swimming, it uses water. For tennis, our football, it uses a ball. So for example, for basketball, it uses the basketball, because we have an interface. And this is a very good example. If you have an interface sports, and we have many child classes which going to implement the sports interface sports. Say for example, we have coming here in class soccer, for example. Soccer implements sports. So now I have a typo here. So I have a class soccer which implements sports. Now the first ones I'm gonna use public function sport type. So I'm gonna copy that one, I'm gonna paste it here. So I'm gonna copy both, because I'm gonna both use the methods. And the first one is we're gonna put a sports type, and we put an equal, and we put the sport type is soccer. Okay, and the second one, sports method, and what method the sports uses, and we put equal the soccer uses ball, for example, our football, in other words. Okay, so both, now we have implemented the both of the interface methods, and now we're gonna put another one. Say for example, we put a class, and you can put tennis, you can put say for example swimming, for example, implements sports. And we're gonna bring both methods here. We're gonna copy our methods, so that's gonna be the second. As you can say, that's child class, and this one's gonna say equal, and sport time, this the type of sport, the type of sport is swimming, and sports method, it needs a swimming pool. So the swimming uses water, the swimmer uses water. Swim zone, the swimmer swims in the water. Swims, the swimmer swims in the water. Okay, so you can make some sort of example. And the soccer player uses soccer ball, plays with the soccer player plays with soccer ball. Alright, so you can put a basketball, say for example, or we can put a cricket. So we can put a class cricket, and we put implements sports, and we can copy both methods here, and we can put it here. So here we remove this, we put echo the type of sport is cricket, and we put it here the cricketer plays with for example bats and ball. Alright, so that's a method, sports method. What the cricketer say, for example, plays with bat or ball or bowling, you can say whatever you want. So but here the main our main concern here with the class interface, and we have 3 classes which implements the both methods here in the class sports, because all the sports it has to be a sport type, otherwise without sport type there is no sports without sport type, and there is no sports without sports method. There is no way you can play sport and you can define what's the method. For example, if the swimmer is swimming, they are involved, he or she involved in the swimming game, then he or she goes and swim in the water. So that's a method of the sports, and this is a very good example, because you can create your interface, and for one interface, and then you can implement it in all the classes, as many classes as you guys like. Okay, so now we're gonna come in here, and we're gonna instantiate, say for example the first one's gonna be soccer. We can instantiate that one. We create objects, so soccer object, or we can put a soccer equal to new soccer. So, and then the second one, we can the second one swimming and the cricket, and we can put a swimming equal to new swimming. Okay, that's a new swimming, and the last one's going to be cricket equal to new cricket. Okay, and you guys might be wondering why I don't put an equal. Is because I'm going to show you this time a little bit different. We can create say for example sports, and we can put array. What's our array? Our array is going to be the soccer. Then this soccer is wrong, so we put a soccer. Then our array is going to be swimming. Then our array is going to be cricket. Okay, that's our array, and we all put in the variable sports, and now we can run our for each. We can say for each loop, and what's our variables is going to be sports, and what's then we can put another key value for a sport. Then we can put a sport. Then we can put a type, sports type, and then we can put a sports sport method. Alright, so but now it's totally different. We used to put here and we used to put echo, and we used to access the method through the object, but we're gonna do this time a little bit different. So instead of, say for example, echo, and we can do soccer echo, then we can do soccer, and then we can access the method name, for example, or we can we're gonna see how it looks. This time we're gonna see it a little bit different, because we are all programmers. We like to do things differently sometime. So I have created interface, and I have two methods here, and I'm implementing all my methods in the three classes. So I'm gonna go ahead and run my program. My program is gonna be interface 2. So I'm gonna refresh, and I'm gonna see interface 2. And if you look here, all of them is coming in one joint line. So what happens, what I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna put echo, I'm gonna break. So break them up, and I want to see them on top of each other. The sport type is soccer, the soccer player with the soccer ball, and then you're gonna see that there's another, again there is a problem. So what we're gonna do is that we're not gonna do this. We're gonna comment these ones, because it's not gonna use, there's no use, it's not gonna use for us, and we're gonna go our traditional way. We're gonna put a soccer, and we're gonna access the sports name, and we're gonna see what methods we had. Sports type, we're gonna put a sport, and we can put a sports method. Soccer, sports method, and we can put echo, and you can put a break. We can copy this one, and here you need to put a swimming. We put a swimming, and here the object is swimming. Alright, and now we're gonna come in to the cricket, and the object is cricket, and this object is going to be cricket as well. Alright, so now if you refresh, the sport type is soccer. The soccer players plays with the soccer ball. So we need to put a break in here as well. So there is a break. We can put a break, and we can put a break. So we're gonna see now on top of each other. The sport type is soccer, and soccer plays soccer ball, swimming. That's how the interfaces works, and that's how we do the class hierarchy as well. But this is a little bit different from what we have learned with the inheritance, and with the abstraction. So if you're looking with the abstraction, it's a little bit different. With abstraction, we have created a class abstract, and here we are extending with this one. It's the same, it's very it's similar to abstraction. And if you look in here, but with this one we can create a multi. So we can create a class father, and class mother, and class child implements all the class father and mother. So we can create a multi inheritance, and as I said that the PHP is not supporting the multi inheritance, so the child class can go in to inherit from the multiple classes. but PHP's got something called interface, and with the interface, and some PHP is also got something like trait, but with the interface is cool because whatever you have classes here, you can implement it straight away. You don't need to define it here, you don't need to do anything in the interface because that's a public. And keep in mind, interface, they all we have a public methods, we don't have a private or protected. All of them is going to be public because that's a public interface. It means that the user can see. So as I said in the previous video, that GUI stands for graphical user interface. So interface is something that you can look at your computer, whatever you can see, that's interface. And interface methods is a cool, like it's a public, whatever you guys gonna do, your showcase, your programming is going to be the public face of your programming, so the programmer can see and interact with the interface. That's what it's called, interface. That's what it's all public, and there is no private or protected. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, Cryowood. If you guys have any question or comment, leave in the comment box. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video, and bye.